Good afternoon. Welcome. I am your host, Monica Graves. This is the Get to Know Her show. I am so happy you're here. I got to tell you guys, I am just so grateful for this platform to talk to all of these amazing women. Tuesdays, I'm like so excited. It's crazy. Like I get up in the morning and I'm just thrilled to get on here, to hang out with all of you and to talk to these incredible women. And today we have a real treat for you. This woman is running an empire here in Burlington, Ontario. But before I get to who it is, well, you already know, kinda. I want to talk to you about what I'm wearing. I'm all bundled up. I am wearing a coat that I have had for 12 years, and it is a classic Brenda Badome. I'm going to take my earplugs out so you can take it all in. This coat is so fabulous. And the reason I wore it today was because I really wanted to show you guys that her clothing, it lasts forever and ever. It's so great. They're investment pieces and you'll never regret having a piece of Brenda Badome because it'll last you forever. So remember, Brenda Badome is our sponsor for the show. And I want you to go to brendabadome.com and use the coupon code Get to Know Her because she's giving us all 21% off of her beautiful clothes, which is so generous. Now, before I get to step 2 of my outfit, I do have to let you know now who our guest is. Our guest is the amazing Donna Pinsonneault. And she is the CEO of She's Got Leggz. And I am so excited to talk to her today. And last week she called me and she said, can I dress you for this episode? And I said, oh my gosh, I'd be honored. So I had a fun little morning at the She's Got Leggz headquarters, got dressed from head to toe. I even have a stool here to show you the complete outfit. So I will remove my coat. I'm just going to put it over here for a minute. I have a gorgeous scarf on. I have a beautiful long top. And now I have a stool because I want you guys to see these amazing leggings. Aren't they cool? And I have them on with my little boots. So this is so thrilling. I love this outfit. I'm so excited. And Donna is also giving us a little treat. She is offering us a $5 coupon if we shop the She's Got Leggz website before the end of the year and use the coupon code Get to Know Her. So I'm going to leave the link to the website here so you guys have it. And yeah, God, we're all going to look so fabulous over the holiday season. Like, come on. Oh yeah, the other thing with this shirt, pockets, you guys, pockets. So She's Got Leggz. They're not just about leggings anymore. It's leggings, it's a shirt, and it's a beautiful scarf. And they have so many more things. Oh my gosh. Feeling good, feeling good. This is back. Okay. I want to show my poppy. There we go. Now, our other show sponsor, as you know, is Glam Jewels. And I am wearing our 3 Little Wishes necklace. And this year, for those of you who are following our social media, we just launched our 3 Little Wishes family yesterday. And we are helping a 44-year-old single dad with 2 children who is battling brain cancer right now. Our little necklaces are $35 and the proceeds go towards Paul Robinson and his family. And I just want to thank you so much because our launch was a huge success. We've already raised about $500 for him, which is fabulous. And, you know, it means so much. And even when you see our posts and you share them, you know, I see the orders when they come in and there are a lot of names that I don't know. And so that means your shares are really working. So thank you for that. Thank you for being a part of this and helping us out so much. It means a lot. So let's introduce Donna, shall we? I got my specs on here. Donna is the CEO of She's Got Leggz, Inc., a leggings company focused on empowering women to be their own kind of beautiful and their own bosses. Donna has over 30 years of experience in accounting and business. Prior to She's Got Leggz, she managed accounting services for local businesses in Oakville for over 20 years, focused on financial operations and business development. She holds a CPA, CGA designation and an accounting diploma. She's Got Leggz has grown exponentially over the pandemic. And not only has Donna grown her business, but she's helped women to find purpose and thrive through a very challenging time. Donna has got everything it takes to be the great leader that she is. Whoever works with Donna shares in the success of her amazing company. And I just love her. Let's bring her on. Somebody throw the confetti. Donna!
Hello, that was such a beautiful introduction. Thank you very much.
You're so welcome.
Absolutely love your 3 Wishes program. Absolutely love that.
Thank you. And thank you for supporting us every year. It means so much. So thank you. Thank you. And you know what, Donna, I wanted to actually start out by giving you a huge compliment and recognition. The pandemic has been a big pain for many small businesses. As you and I both know, we've seen friends have to close their businesses, do different things. It's been quite something. And for me personally, I was feeling completely overwhelmed, overworked. I think I had done everything and anything to pivot, keep my business alive, do new things, just keep that money coming in, right? And a lot of us went through that. And you have always loved Glam Jewels. You've always been there for me, buying, every little thing that I'm offering. And at the end of the year last year, you came to me and you said, Monica, I want to do a program with you for our reps. I want to do this bracelet campaign. You did it on a smaller scale last year, but you said, I want to blow it out of the water. These are my plans. And Donna, because of your belief in me and your love for my business, I want you to know that the reason that I disappeared for 2 months over the summer to just focus on me, a huge part of that was because of you, because I had that financial stability to just say I can take some time off for me. So thank you. I don't know if you knew exactly, oftentimes we spend money with small business and we just, hope for the best for them, but we don't always know what the money is used for. And I want you to know that it was a She's Got Leggz gratitude summer for me. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Well, thank you for those kind words.
I know, I'm crying too because it really,
But the good thing is I was following you all summer with all the places you were swimming and all the places you were roller skating. And I was like, oh, I want to be Monica. So you inspired us.
And next summer we'll do it together.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get the yacht next summer, Donna.
For sure. Yes. Even if it's got little oars on it, it'll be
our yacht. Yeah. Perfect. I love it. Pink glitter everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh.
For sure. Well, and that's such a great point that you bring up, right? Because and that's the sense of teamwork that we all thrive with. Right? It isn't a singular focus. It's, connecting with you, connecting with the printer, connecting with the designer, connecting with another artisan that we use that builds signs for our girls as rewards. And it's that combined effort that helps communities.
It sure does. It's so true. It's so true. And I'm excited for a really great Christmas for all of us, because I think our customer is starting to see that more and more now, how they impact our business. And, driving around and seeing out of business signs, nobody wants to see that. So it's like people are out there supporting us and
celebrating success and celebrating the ones that are trying new things. And right, instead of focusing on they closed their doors, let's focus on the ones that started something and are trying something and help.
Yeah, exactly. Amazing. Donna, are you ready for my first big question that I ask all my guests?
I don't know.
I want to know what little Donna wanted to be when she grew up.
Little Donna wanted to be an architect.
Really?
Yep. I used to.
How young were you when you came to that realization?
I think I was probably 10 or 12, and I used to draw houses. I still have my drawings from my first layouts of houses, which is always been a passion for me. And I'm very fortunate that we've been able to, through our various moves in the cities, do work in houses and build some houses. And so I have, although I did not pursue a career in architecture, I have been able to fulfill some of those dreams. So I'm fortunate that way.
That's amazing. Are you a fan of Frank Lloyd Wright?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you gone to Chicago and done the tour?
I have not.
Oh, you must do that.
No matter where I go, it's always buildings that attract me, or doors, or ironwork, or Europe.
Yeah, Europe.
Europe for stunning pictures. And
yeah, I love it. And I love when they take old buildings and they'll attach something modern to it.
There's
so
a house
incredible.
going up Bronte Road that's taken an old little farmhouse and done a modern addition to it. And it's just stunning. And I just love that outside the box thinking.
Yeah, it's amazing. That's great. I have a cousin in Germany, and she studied to become a carpenter, and she was quite young, like I guess she was 19 or 20, and now she's in her 40s and she's a big time architect in Cologne.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
To see her.
Yeah, you'll have to see her. She has her own firm, and yeah, she's amazing. I'd love to interview her here, but she would have to brush up on the English or me on the German. Maybe we could do half and half, see if people would listen. Yeah. So Donna, tell us a little bit about your childhood. Where did you grow up, and how did your parents inspire you? That kind of thing.
So I grew up in Sarnia, which is a little community just south of London. Yeah. And typical Catholic girl, Catholic schools, all that. I was a shy little girl, became a teenager, outgrew the shyness, had a great time in high school, had a normal childhood. My mom stayed home with us. She was a teacher, and then my brother came along and she stayed home with us. We spent most of our summers up at the cottage that my father built. My father worked for Hydro for all his life until he retired. But he was a very handy man. He could build anything, fix anything. So he had children that learned how to do things on their own. And I love that I can pick up a drill and a power saw and not be afraid. I do much prefer watching someone else do it, but I can do it. You get to those stages. Yeah. And my mom was always there. She was a Brownie guide leader, and she went on excursions with us. I remember being an early teenager, and we had a trip to Canada's Wonderland as a I can't remember if it was guides. I think it was guides. Yeah. And her and my grandmother came, right? So it was very much a family community and all those values, even though, they don't all stick, but the core ones are all there.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. I love that. And I have to say too, I love the relationship that you and your daughter have now. When I come to She's Got Legs and I see Bailey, and, she's so invested in the business and she's doing such an amazing job there. Yeah. And she's kind of grown up there from her. She has. She did a year at university in graphic design. So she's been with us with our marketing campaign. She is in college right now for law enforcement. So hers took a left turn at Albuquerque, and her focus is different, but she's still with us while she's doing her studies. And it's great. I have to say, with the pandemic, I have loved having the kids home. They're both in their 20s. So mine's a whole different mindset than, if they were teenagers. I'm sure that my
feelings would probably not necessarily be the same, but having them come back from university and be at home for a few years was actually a real big gift to us. So I love that.
Oh, that's amazing. That's wonderful. Oh yeah, you guys had a games night on the weekend.
Yes, we did. It was
How
super
was that?
fun. It was good fun. Yes.
Good. Good. Oh, that's so great. I love it. So Donna, how did you go from, like, I guess we should go back to sort of university. Why were you set on, getting into this whole financial world? Because I see you as a creative.
Yes.
And you have
very
this
much.
fine.
And it was high school, and I wanted to go and do something, and my best subject was accounting. So I did accounting. I went to college in Sarnia, and I did the 3-year program there, had a lot of fun, and graduated. And then I went and pursued at the time it was a CGA degree.
Okay.
And it was a 10-year commitment with me to do that. I had children in the meantime, and we moved to Windsor in the meantime. We lived there for 6 years, and then we ended up in Toronto, and I finished up here. So, yeah.
Oh, that is amazing. My God.
It's funny because I lived in the same house my whole life. My husband moved many times, so us moving was all new to me, and but it was an issue sometimes with moving so many times, and I felt like I was giving up my career and my life and following him, especially as a very independent and stubborn woman.
Right.
So I had trouble with it, but the gift that I got out of it is that I have friends in so many different communities, and I have all these blessings around me that I never would have had if I had just stayed in one place. It just took me a while to see all the blessings. So I'm glad that eventually I did, but I have a network of crazy friends all over Ontario that I love.
That's amazing. I'm so glad you bring that up, because it's so true. Like, I grew up in the same house as well. My husband moved around tons. So he would get this like 5-year itch wherever we lived. Like, okay, where are we going next? And I'm like, what are you talking about? We're going to die in this house. And so we did one move, like it was just within Burlington, like from a home to a home. Before that, we were, in apartments in Oakville or whatever. But it's amazing the different mindset two people can have and how stuck you can get on things. And it's funny because he was moved around a lot. He's more attached to like physical things he's collected because he had to give things up over the years when his parents moved. And I'm like, whatever. As long as I have my record collection and my photo albums, I'm good. But don't move the house. I don't know. It
is a big thing. Like, I think we're in our 12th location.
Wow.
Which, you get really good at packing. You would think you get really good at editing, but I have to say no, not always. But that was the one thing with the kids that I always worried, okay, is this going to affect them? But our mindset was, okay, this is your bed and this is your desk and these are your sheets, and right, like it doesn't matter where we are, we're together, and this is the commonality. And we had fun with it. One house, they weren't even allowed to hang pictures, but we did let them pick their own paint. So we did learn that, okay, that's not really nice, Donna. Can't be that perfect. So it's always, but they've always been part of the journey. They've helped design things and helped they're always for the construction and that. So it's always been great.
Oh, that's amazing. And it's nice that you have the family cottage where it's kind of like that's always been there, right?
Yes. We are very blessed. My dad built that when my sister, he was Hydro went on strike and he had some time, so he started building the cottage, and it has been a gathering point for so many people in my life. Everybody knows the cottage, and it's just that little oasis that connects everybody.
That's amazing. What year did he build it?
1972 he started.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Little Donna with the hammer. I could just picture you.
Probably
Getting in there.
not. I do. My one memory is he planted all these trees, and they were all cedar trees, and they lined the edge of the property. And my sister and I had these big 5, 10 gallon, the great big Home Depot buckets, the
Yeah.
big ones, and we had to cart that to these trees and water them. Felt like every day. It probably wasn't, but we're just little people, and we're carrying these buckets to feed the trees so they grew, and they're nice and big and tall now. So, but yeah.
That's wonderful. Oh, I love that. It's so nice when you look back on those pictures too, I'll bet, just to see the change in the landscape.
Yes.
Yeah, very cool. So Donna, why She's Got Leggz? What happened? How did you even find out about She's Got Leggz?
It's a funny story because again, this is that you just never know where life is going to take you.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually found She's Got Leggz by buying a pair of leggings. They had a pair of skull leggings. It was on Facebook. I loved them. I wanted them. So I reached out, I connected, and I bought them. And then I was in talking with Laura, and she had said, oh, you'd be a great rep and all that. And I'm like, I'm an accountant. I don't really do salesy kind of things, right? So I was in a few times just talking with the girls, and the kids were leaving for university, I think that year, like the last one. So I was like, hey, why not? I got some extra time. So I signed up and I read through all the stuff, and I knew nothing about the direct selling world, any of that kind of stuff. So my sister held my first party, and I drove down to Windsor. I loaded up my truck with my stuff, and I had such a blast, like so much fun. So that was 2018. I had multiple parties. I did some events that year. One I did was the Seasons Christmas show.
Okay, at the convention center, or by the airport, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And I had girlfriends come and help out for the show. It was the whole weekend, and it was phenomenal. Like, I absolutely loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I fell in love with this industry. I fell in love with the people, the mission, the product, everything. So in 2018, I was very surprised that I won top new stylist. I won top stylist. I won top partier, which I was so pleased with. And I showed my mom, and I said, see, all those years as a teenager was in prep for this. So yeah, so that was my love of it. And then I just wanted to be a part of the company. I'm so passionate about what the mission is with the company. So I became a partner in 2019. And I remember that day I said to my daughter, I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this.
Oh, that's amazing.
That moment in time where you know that you're where you're supposed to be. So
yes. So I want to talk to you about that because the way that you are operating that company and the way that you empower women and your own bravery. I mean, you're putting yourself on social media, you're dressing up, you're doing TikTok, you're doing all the things that the average woman our age is scared to do. Who's in business, but you're just doing it. You're like full forge ahead. And I love watching it because it's so inspiring. It's like, I think the biggest message any of us need is that you don't have to do things perfectly. All you have to do is be yourself. And that's what people want to see. And it's so nice when I go on to your social media, I know I'm going to see my friend Donna. I'm not going to see Donna trying to act like something that's cool on whatever, right? But did you already know, Donna, like somewhere in your heart before you had that experience in direct selling, that you really wanted to empower women and make them feel like they were a part of something? Like, was that something that was already inherently in you from your own life experiences, or did it kind of hit you like a bolt of lightning when you got into the, direct selling for She's Got Leggz in the early days? How did that happen for you?
I think I can't say there's anything that like said, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. As a teenager, I was and probably in my early 20s, I don't remember dates very well, but I was a Pathfinder leader because I did the whole guiding program, and I became a Pathfinder leader. And I remember learning how to speak in front of groups as a like late teen, early 20, because I was petrified. I'm still petrified. I was petrified coming on here today, right? I'm petrified every time I get up in front of that camera, but you just go and you do it and you be yourself. And I think that's such a strong message to send to people, is that, 98 probably percent of the people sitting in front of a camera or doing something are scared, right? It's a natural human emotion to be afraid, am I going to mess it up? Or, is somebody going to judge me? Those are all natural emotions. Mm-hmm. But I think just always wanting to help people, I think that's been a lifelong thing. And I'm sure that comes from my mother's guidance. She was always, part of different organizations helping others, the Lung Association, because I was a severe asthmatic. So we did a lot of work with the Lung Association, always in the guiding program, cookie sales, book work. She did books for a bunch of different, bazaars through the church and the school. There was always a lot of big brothers, big sisters as well. A lot of giving. So that human connection aspect, I think, is rooted from home.
Yeah, amazing.
The mission of She's Got Leggz and the purpose there is what just hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, this is where I want to be.
That's incredible.
Really, really important.
Yeah, amazing. You know what else blows my mind is I know Laura has retired from the company and you're running the show over there now. But the last time that I had any sort of interaction with you guys was Laura and I had met for a beer in March 2020. And there was this like random, really warm day at the first week of March. And we went to Emma's and we had a beer together. And she said to me, Monica, you won't believe it. We are growing so much. We have 100 reps now. And I was like, what? Oh my God. So now tell us, Donna, it's now November 2021. How many
we're
reps
over the 800 mark.
It's just so mind-blowing.
An explosive couple of years. We went from a $250,000 company to an over $2 million company in those 2 years. Countless women. We've gone from 3 employees to we're looking for our 14th employee, which is great as a head office unit. I love that we are very much women powered. Our whole warehouse staff is all women. They receive all the product. They do all the inventory. They ship all the product out. And yes, men are allowed to work here. We did have Grant with us in the summer. He was here in a digital capacity. But I love that sense of empowerment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's amazing. I love that
we're able to do this growth with a network of women across Canada, a great product. And we've built our product line as well. It's not just our own leggings. We do our own prints on our leggings, but now we do our own t-shirts. The blouse that you're wearing is our boyfriend blouse. So it's a dressier way to dress up your leggings, but it's our own design. So we're each little bit we're building the She's Got Leggz brand. I've always said it's a numbers game, which is where the accounting comes in, right?
Right.
Running a business is a numbers game. You got to know your numbers and you got to be able to plan and work and it's teamwork. It is not just me. It is all of us coming together, working together to get all of the stuff done. I often say I'm like at the parade, when you're at the parade and you got the one at the front that has the big flag going up and down. Well, that's me at the front of the parade, and I'm trying to convince everybody, come on. Well, that's me. I'm a little parade leader.
That's great. That's so great, Donna. I love that image. Yeah, totally. With your cape.
Yep.
Your Wonder Woman cape.
She's got trombones and some trumpets, and we're just having a good old time. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
very much about having a good old time. Working hard and having a good time.
Yeah, exactly. That's such a big part of a successful business, is the good time part of it. So the design now, that how does that process work? Do you guys sit down as a as a team and come up with that? Like, I'm not going to talk about what you showed me last week in the office, but I'm telling you, people, in April, oh my God, I'm like so excited. Look, I got tears again because it's very exciting. But you know, that design, that's your original design. I mean, more than just what you showed me, but what's the process?
So it's interesting because we're actually working on fall of next year.
Okay.
So there's inspiration all around, and I'll be driving somewhere or reading a book or something, and I'll say, oh, that's cool. And so I have a little catalog of pictures that I've seen and ideas that just sort of generate. And then working with, we have a couple designers that work with us. So we go in and we talk about, you know, color tones. We come up with a color board for the season and how our current colors marry in, and, you know, the designs that we want to do. And then there's the whole numbers aspect of it where you're figuring out your mix, because we have seen a huge change in our, I call it our recipe, like how much of one size or petite, one size, curvy plus, when we do our orders, because different dynamics change from where we were 3 years ago to where we are now. Those numbers change. We want to make sure when we're ordering that we have enough for everybody in the size, and we don't run out of just one size too early. So those are, it's a long process. There's a lot of little nuggets that go into it, and then we send it off. We get the prints, and we approve it and all that. So
great. That's amazing. Very, very exciting.
I love, and because you're always inspired by different things, right? You may be at a garden and you see just a little vision of things, and you're like, oh, I love that. That would look great on a legging. And then you just snap a picture and you save it in your leggings idea file.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, I love that. Sometimes with jewelry design, I do the same, or I just see something where I'm like, oh my God, I never thought those colors would go together. But right? And then,
kind of like I get inspired by graffiti art for color combinations, because I find they're all so really wild and colorful that you're like, oh, that would look cool.
Yeah, unexpected color combinations. What do you think now, Donna, with the pandemic? Do you think we're going to go back to brights or more muted tones, or is it anything goes? Like, what do you? How do you think people are going to want to dress like coming out of the pandemic? Well, are we going to have a roaring 20s again?
I think I've seen in our, because our stylists do go have home parties, right?
Yeah.
And do events. So some are out doing events. A lot of the events are outdoors. We as corporate did not do our 2 major events this fall, just uncertainty still, like not at a comfort level of being in a closed capacity with a lot of people. So, but I miss it. Like I miss it so much. It's so much fun being we go to the women's show and we go to the season show. It's just so much fun connecting with people, right? Yeah. So I think people are craving connection. Home parties are smaller, like 4 people, 5 people, but there's that genuine connection that happens that people have been craving. I love it. People, I think what I think is that leggings will be in everybody's wardrobe forever and ever and ever.
Of course.
Subliminal there. But I think color is such an important part of people's lives, and we have had so much closure and isolation that I think it's important to bring color into the aspect of what you do. Yeah,
I do too. Cheers everybody right up. So I got to tell you something about the cool factor with your leggings. So, you know, whenever I have to wear a dress, not necessarily for something fancy, but just, some days I like to wear a dress, and I look at like the thought of putting on pantyhose, or I'm like, ugh, no, thank you. I always wear your leggings because the patterns are so cool. And so if I have an all black, like I can't wait to wear a black dress with these ones that you gave me. They're so perfect with the little houndstooth, and then it's like funky and people are like, oh my God, that looks so good. And they ask me about my leggings all the time. Like,
that's what I love, that you can dress them up so nicely.
Yeah.
Like I literally have not worn pants in probably 3 years, except for one funeral that I went to, and I debated, though. I really debated. Yeah. So I'm either in a dress or I'm in leggings. And we have shorts now, so that's great for wearing under your dresses as well. So
Actually, I was going to ask you that, Donna, because I think a lot of people, they know she's got Leggz as the leggings company, right? And even though you're always showing new things on your social media, maybe you could just tell us like some of the other things that you're doing, because not everybody may know that.
Okay. So. There's 2 programs that we do. I'm just going to grab the leggings.
Go for it.
So one program that we do is our For the Cause program.
Yes.
This is the legging, and it's each month we have a different charity that we support, and $5 of every pair of leggings goes to that charity. And we do a campaign in December, which all of our customers and stylists get to write in and who they nominate and why they nominate them. And, it's such a great, great, fun thing to do. And then in January, we pick the next 12 months of who our For the Cause donations are. Now we have limited supply of these this year. We're coming out with a new print in the new year. So we're excited for that, but it's going to be a forever thing. And the other thing that's cool about that is when the stylists buy them, they donate $5 as well. So they sort of do double good, which is great. Yeah. I love seeing that. And a lot of them do fundraisers in their communities and stuff. And this is this is a new program this year. And this one is called Suncatcher.
Okay.
Let me show you where
so pretty.
I'm working. You can see the.
Wow. You know what it reminds me of? Remember what are these things?
Oh, yeah, the kaleidoscope.
The kaleidoscopes. Yeah. Yeah, so pretty.
This was in our Leggz of Art program, and we worked with an artist. And the way it works is the artist gets an honorarium, and then they help choose a charity, and $1 from every pair goes to the charity that we work together to choose. And we do a big social media campaign. So it's designed for unknown artists, so up and coming, someone new, so that it helps generate a profile for them.
Wow, that's amazing. And so is there an application process that people go through?
Closed the submissions for this year, but we open it September and October.
Okay.
And we're going to announce on November 15th our next Leggz of Art artist, and then we will work on doing the design and getting the print done, and then we'll introduce it in 2022.
Oh my God, that is fantastic. I love that.
I love that, right? It's just another way of doing good.
Yeah. Oh, that's so great. Wow. Very cool. I can't wait to check out the artist.
I think we're up close to like $15,000 of donations with our For the Cause program alone, because it's been on for, I want to say, since early 2019 that it began. So it's pretty cool that it has that impact.
Yeah, that's amazing. And last year you guys did such a nice fundraiser with us as well. You had us design mask chains for you.
Yeah.
And you did a very nice
all the time. I have it right here.
And you did such a nice donation to Halton Women's Place. So
we do throughout the year. So those are year round, but then we'll do different gift box ideas, and always try to incorporate a giving part of it to it.
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh gosh, Donna, this is so great. You're so full of wonderful ideas. And so now you're doing scarves, you're doing tops. I saw a very funky belt.
Yes,
that you were showing.
To create the whole look.
Yeah.
Right, even some necklaces too. So you know, we're creating you can wear it to work, you can wear it for groceries, you can lounge in it all weekend. We just came out with our own line of hoodies with our last launch. What month are we? Yeah. With our last launch, I'm like, did I just think I was supposed to? But no, it was our last launch. So we can control the quality, we can control the colors so they go with our leggings patterns better, and
Yeah.
the sizes. One of the struggles that I have in finding people to work with, collaborate, is companies that carry all of our sizes, because we carry from a small up to a 3X. So it's finding components that work with the whole range, because we're very much about body inclusivity. Our tagline is "Be your own kind of beautiful," and we support that 1000%.
Yeah, great. I love that. You know what else I love is I really enjoy how you show people how to put the outfit together, because even though you have all the parts, sometimes it's like, okay, but how does that go together? And there was one look I loved. You were actually, I think you were wearing this boyfriend shirt that I have on. I said it right?
Yep.
Boyfriend shirt.
Yeah.
Blouse. Yep. Yeah, boyfriend blouse. And then you had the scarf on half of your body, and then with a belt. I'm like, oh my God, that looks amazing. I never would have put that all together. Like,
which is fun around here, because they're not all my ideas. I'm just out there leading the parade. But so that's our What You Wearing Wednesday segments, is that opportunity to showcase different ideas of how to wear it. And one of our fun ones is, you're going away for a weekend, and what do you bring, right? And we list all the items to bring and how the different outfits go together. All of our launches, we try and show different body sizes and different age categories, and how the outfit looks on different people, because everybody has that person they connect to.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's great. And I also love on your feed how you showcase your customers. Like, you'll show your customers wearing their leggings. So are those people who are buying directly from you, Donna, or a lot of these people like your reps in the different areas?
So both. Some of them are our reps, some of them are our reps customers, and some of them are our customers. And we love when people share their pictures with us, and we love to highlight them. So, if you're out there doing pictures, send them. Post them on your page and tag us. We love it.
It's so great. So Donna, if you could put in, well, I don't care how long it takes you, because I'm fascinated by it. I was going to say, tell us in one sentence, but no, just tell us in how do you think you got from 100 reps in March of 2020 to now over 800? What's the success ingredient? How did this happen?
A big part of it is Nygaard. Nygaard closed.
Okay.
And Melanie came to us and said, I have these women who need a home. I love what you girls are doing. I want them to come to you. So and we had met previously, got to know each other. We did a team leader meeting, and this was just as everything was shutting down. And we were working behind the scenes to revamp our website and do a lot of work that way. And in my mind, I'm like, we're not ready. I'm not ready. We can't do this. And she's like, just don't worry. It'll be okay. So we had the meeting, and we connected with some of the leaders, and they came. And so we had a large, probably doubled within a month from Nygaard people coming to us. And, the Nygaard and She's Got Legs, it's similar in a clothing industry, but Nygaard was very high-end business, and we are leggings and t-shirts is our core. So there was a little bit of adjustment for some people, but the success that they've had coming to us, I think, has surprised them mostly, right? That it could be so successful with just a $25 pair of leggings. So amazing. We love that. And then it's that compounding effect, right? Like, you tell two friends, and as soon as you touch the leggings, you love the leggings. You just got to touch them to love them. And that's, our t-shirts are made out of our leggings material. So you're just
great.
Touching yourself all day.
Yeah, that's right. It's so soft. Oh, that's great, Donna. And how amazing for all of these women from Nygaard to now be, representing a company who's all about female empowerment. And,
it was wonderful seeing, because we had a wonderful field of women But I would have to say our women were sort of learning with us about the direct sales industry, where the Nygor girls came and they knew a lot. So it was knowledge sharing that helped rise everybody. And, that was wonderful to see. We do our team meetings once a month, which is tonight. And I'm super excited for it because a big component of it is celebrating each other's success, where they call out each other, and we call it calling out your rock stars, right? And
great.
That is so fulfilling to hear them support each other and celebrate each other. It's my favorite part of the meeting.
Oh, that's great. Amazing. I love this. Okay, I'm looking at my paper because I don't want to miss one thing, because this is all, you know what, it's so inspiring to hear you, like anybody who's watching who has a business, like just to learn about, hear you.
The direct selling industry is so different. Like it's Avon, Tupperware, 31. There's so many direct selling companies out there. And it was unknown to me when I first started, but it is such an incredible business model. We're part of the DSA, which is an organization dedicated to ethics and regulations behind it.
Okay.
We're regulated by the Competition Bureau, because there's a lot of negative stigmatism about direct selling and all that. But it's a huge, it's a $7 billion impact to the Canadian economy each year from the direct selling industry.
Wow.
That's huge.
That's huge.
Huge. And there's over let me see, 1.4. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. There's 1.4 million independent consultants in Canada. Yeah.
Wow.
And over 100 million in the world. So it isn't just, hocus pocus. It's a legitimate business. It's a legitimate business model. There's ethics around it. We have training and support, and I just love it. I have no qualms about it at all.
That's so great. You know what we need to talk about still? The 12 days of Christmas.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
See, I got it. I'm going to double check again, but that's the one thing we haven't touched on.
So we start that very soon. On the 1st, we introduce, and we started this last year and had such a blast.
Cool.
So we start on the 1st and we introduce all of our sponsors in the box, and we throw out the first challenge. And each day we'll have a challenge, and you have until 11:59 Eastern time that day to respond to the challenge. And they can be quirky, they can be serious, they can be silly. They're all things. And then the next day, from all of the entries, we pull one winner, and they win the gift box. And this gift box is full of crazy amounts of goodness from, different vendors. We have other direct sales companies in there. We have different, you are in there. You created some pieces for us, so we're excited for that. We have an apiary who's donated honey pots for us, and a wellness coach who's donated these really cool fire starters. We have lotions and body wash. And so it's,
wow, that's great.
So it's super, super fun. It's so exciting. So, and then we get to make 12 wonderful people happy.
Yeah, it's so cool. Everything you do, it's so interactive. You get everybody involved, that's what I love about your company. Even me, I feel like I'm a part of it. You are inclusive and you really support people. It's so great, Donna. I want to have another lunch with you soon, because now I got all these questions. I need your brain for brainstorming.
Okay.
I love going into your brain with my questions. Yeah. This is so great, Donna. I'm so happy that you were able to come. And it was easy, wasn't it? There's no nerves here, man. We don't have time for that. No.
Just connecting. Yep.
Yeah.
Human connection.
Yeah, exactly. So you've got lots and lots of people who've been watching. And before I let you go, I'm just going to read off some of these lovely comments. Morella Canavan says, such an awesome story. Sharon LeMay says, hi, very creative. Marcia de Groot Halliday, Oh, shorts now too. Sweet. Sharon LeMay again said they are conversational art, and she said she loves the art. Oh,
we call them wearable works of art because they're limited in quantity, and once they're gone, they're gone.
yeah. Okay, that's perfect. Oh, Marcia, you know what my eyesight, Marcia, I'm sorry. It says, ooh, hoodies. And I thought it said, ooh, noodles.
Marcia's a high school girlfriend.
Oh, cool.
Hello, Marcia.
Hi, Marcia. We love high school girlfriends. You're beautiful, Donna. Love you with lots of hearts and kisses. And Liza Elma says, love your hair, Donna. Trishianne, hi, beauties. I love your hair always. Yay, Donna, our true inspiration. We love you. And Elaine Bell, you are an awesome leader and superstar, Donna. Trishianne,
don't keep going now.
Isn't this amazing? We got to keep going. We got to let the tears flow, man. Trishianne, She's Got Leggz is the best company I have been with, and trust me, I have been with a lot. Loves She's Got Leggz and the family I have gained. And now, I know, isn't this amazing? So everybody is, yeah, this is so great.
That's awesome. We love that. We have such a great team here. Like, we have such a great team. I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
And so can people join? Like, what if somebody's watching and they're like, I need to be a part of this movement?
You can go on our website, and there's a tab called Opportunity. It talks about us and what we do. And if you have questions, you can phone us. You can email us at info@she'sgotlegs, 2 G's and a Z.ca. The link is on our website, and we can have Melanie reach out to you and answer any questions. We are actually, Mel and I are going to go live. I believe it's November 18th on our main website and answer, because we do often get questions. So we're going to answer a lot of the questions and talk about what it's like to be a stylist.
Oh, that's so great,
good
Donna.
Segue there. Thank you.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for everything you do for women, and you're a superstar, man. I just love you.
Are you, Misty? Thank you for the opportunity to be interviewed, and I love all of our collaborations that we do, and just your genuine, kind spirit.
Aw, thanks, Donna. Now I'm gonna cry. All right, I'll put you back. Yeah, I'll put you back in the virtual green room for some champagne, and I'll come back to you after. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm so happy all of these people I've never met before tuning into the show. You guys can also catch this interview later on YouTube when I upload it. If you go to our YouTube page, I would love for you to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can hear from more amazing women like Donna. And don't forget to go to she'sgotlegs.ca and use the coupon code Get to Know Her, and you're going to get a $5 gift card when you do that. Give the girls a chance to upload that. I think they're working on that this afternoon. So if you don't see it right away, keep trying, because that's a really special treat for all of us. And remember our sponsor, BrendaBedome.com. Use the coupon code Get to Know Her as well for 21% off of your order when you shop Brenda Bedome. And please check out our 3 Little Wishes necklace and help our family this year. I'll just pull it out here so you can see Paul Robinson, who has a brain tumor, and we are raising money for him. He's a single dad with 2 children, and we want to help make their Christmas merrier. So the proceeds from these $35 necklaces will go to Paul and his family. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Just love you guys, and keep on showing the world your sparkle. See you next week.